Our big fuck up. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Why your partner disrespects you and how you have the power to influence a different lifestyle, a different adventure for your marriage. Will this work for me? Stop sending miles of text messages. Your wife withholding sex from you. Truth, integrity, moving fast, and sound decisions. Our big fuck up. Welcome to the Morrow Marriage podcast, guys, where we keep it real, we keep it raw, uncensored, and we always tell you the truth. We're very transparent. If you don't know the difference between transparency and honesty, I'm telling you this because this is an important side note, because many of you use honesty as a core value. Honesty, that's cool. You're telling the truth. That's great. But transparency includes accountability. So I like to tell you guys everything. Transparency, living like a window, is one of my core values. I like to tell you everything because we are not fucking perfect. We make mistakes all the time. And a lot of what we teach, actually all of what we teach is actually interrelationship. It's not about you and your spouse. That's just what we highlight. But everything we teach in our courses, you can apply with your children, you can apply with your colleagues, you can apply with strangers at the grocery store. And I'm going to reference somebody we hired to do a job for us. If you don't know, our podcast studio had a flood.
Flooded in June.
Back in June.
And we're now almost in October.
That's right. And so back in June, we immediately said we can't be out of a podcast studio. It fucked us up. Some of you who really pay attention to how many episodes we have, and you're right on there, so many of you, it's fucked us up completely. Like not having a regular space, and no, it looks like we do right now. This is actually makeshift, okay? And here's the thing. We spent a bunch of money, about $35 grand. $35,000 to get an Airstream 1960, super cool, retro. Let's turn it into a podcast studio, and we will never let you down again. That was the thought.
Yes.
Well, now it's October, and we don't have our podcast studio. In fact, there was another trailer involved. They are not in Texas anymore. They're in North Carolina. I'm very inclined. I probably will say his name.
No.
But, man, I want to, because you are a bad, bad man. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about him, and I'm going to talk about everything, but the very first thing I want to say is this. Why did we fuck up? Well, guys, we shouldn't have paid all the money. We should have waited, right? We should have maybe organized a budget, held him more accountable. We kept on letting him say, well, it's delayed. Mm-hmm. And the biggest fuck up of all, before we got the police involved here, I actually saw him heading out of town, talked to him, basically blocked off his vehicle or sort of nose to nose, and talked to him, and knew he was leaving out of the state and going. And why is that a big deal? Well, I mean, his wife was DMing Kathryn like fucking crazy. Anyway, said something about me shaking his hand and wishing him a safe travel. Yeah, I'm not a fucking asshole. You're going back to see your family. I understand the whole need for it, but I fucked up there. I should have said, don't cut our losses, bring the trailer back, drop it off at our house down the road. Now we're out 2 trailers. We're out 35 grand. We have to get the police involved. And he's like sending mocking text messages like civil court. Like, dude, anyways, guys, there's 2 things that I want to address with this. Number 1, notice how I'm not victimizing us. Notice how I'm saying these are all the things that we did wrong.
We made a mistake. Yeah. A lot of mistakes.
A bunch of mistakes, actually. And we need to get the authorities involved because we're out 35 grand and 2 trailers.
And so there's a huge risk. We feel like if they don't want to, they don't have to bring them back. So we wanted to make a report to cover our asses because it has already been since June to almost October. What should lead us to believe that we're actually getting this trailer? Especially because what started this was he's in another state. I saw him on the weekend, remember? And then Kathryn saw a review somewhere. He's got lots of wonderful reviews, actually, and I believe he probably does great work, at least from what I've seen. But the review that Kathryn saw was a 1-star. My trailer's in another state, and I'm out my money. He's moved it twice. He has $12,000 of my money. I don't have a trailer. Now, here's the flip of us taking responsibility and holding ourselves accountable, okay? The flip is this. This guy and his wife are on one about how we threatened him, all the things that we've bullied him. Oh, that's crazy. We bullied him. We could all look at screenshots, and we're not going to bore you with the details. This man is a fucking victim. I looked at a call he gave me on Monday before the weekend when he left, okay? So it was a whole week that he was here, quote unquote, working, okay?
And he called me. It was a 5-minute call. I know for a fact that the entire time he spoke, and then at the end, the reason it cut short at 5 minutes is because I said, that's enough, dude. I understand. Okay, just send me some pictures because my wife will be unhappy. And all he did was talk about how hard it is for him, how difficult it is for him. 5 fucking minutes. That would have probably been 10 more if I didn't shut him up. Okay, victim. Fucking victim. You booked your hours. You quoted your hours. You were paid for your hours. I think you spent the money, which you told us you did on the phone, by the way.
Yeah, so
and you don't have money for parts. That part of the details don't matter. I want to keep people real here.
Okay.
Like, so you just don't have the money. Talk about victim. You spent the money. You don't have the money for parts. You're going home to make some more money, not just see your family. And I'm quotationing that because obviously we would support you working from home. Okay?
Yes.
So you can see your family. Come on, you idiot. Now, anyway, he's not taking any responsibility. None. Completely victimizing himself and then getting his wife involved, telling her a bunch of bullshit lies like we threatened to call the police. No. His message actually says, call the police. His message says that. How can you be so stupid? You know, how dare you, like you call yourselves Christians is essentially what she's saying. Well, you stole $35,000 and 2 trailers. That's literally like the opposite of doing good. By the way, she has a record. We found out she has a criminal record for stealing. We found out after, at least if it's the same person. So you don't even know what repent is. Like, and you're fucking Christian? Anyways, guys, I wanted to share this because it's completely 2 sides. We know we messed up. We know we made some mistakes. Yes, we can go to court. We'll decide. I still want him charged because he is a thief. That's what's happened. We are out money. We can prove it. We are out trailers. We can prove it. Even his messages say he's not going to help us. That's literally what happened. When I questioned, not attacked,
he's not going to do anymore.
Not blamed. When I quote unquote bullied. Okay. What do we do with that? The only thing we can do is follow the law and see what happens. We had a conversation this morning and we said, well, I guess if we're out, it was a very expensive lesson. That's it. That is the power of taking responsibility. We can now make a plan for the next studio. We can now decide what we have learned and make a decision for the future. This motherfucker and his wife apparently are going to continue to spiral and have a shit life that they can't control. Why did he spend the money? Because they're absolutely fucking broke. It was a big payday. He misquoted it. He didn't do the work done. And he's blaming us. You're not going to ever change your life, dude. None of you will ever change your life if you can't just look at where you messed up. That's it. And technically, we'd be the victims here, wouldn't we?
I mean, 2 trailers and $35,000 later, I'm pretty sure we are the victims.
Pretty sure that's how that works.
But we can't sit here and cry about it because we have to live our lives and we see that we contributed to this huge mess.
Absolutely. So guys, I don't want to go too far into this anymore. I just want you to realize the power of taking responsibility. Is it a massive financial loss? Yes. Is it frustrating because we're desperately wanting the studio so we can be regular with the podcast, not just 2 or 3 every week, but like bang, bang, like we always do? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a lot of other things we can talk about? Yes. But how do we make sure that we still get everything we want? We don't sit in our pain, complaining, talking. She can fucking message, DM all she wants. I didn't respond. He sent a bunch of messages, all the bullshit. I didn't respond. When he said call the police, I sent a picture of the fucking deputy. That's it.
We called the police, yeah.
That's it. Why? Because either something will be done, he will take responsibility, or he won't. And according to his wife, they won't. She backed him up, right? Which is totally cool. She's his wife, I get that. But solidifying that they're keeping the trailers.
Yeah, unless we...
That means it's that you literally admitted on Instagram and on text that you stole. Like... Guys, just so you know, this is just fun fact. And I'm not even sure how much fact this is, but like, I'm pretty sure if you steal a candy bar, you can't tell the clerk to come get it and you get off the hook.
No.
It's not how it works when you steal.
No.
Just so you know, okay? Now, I haven't double checked that with ChatGPT or a lawyer, but...
But I was going to bring the candy bar back tomorrow.
Fuck. Well, I hope he brings lots of candy bars with the trailers. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Bye.